Welcome back to Storyteller Pro, the channel where we unravel the most gripping and terrifying tales in cinema. Today we're diving into David Fincher's Zodiac, a slow-burn thriller that takes you into the mind of a killer who seemed to thrive on fear and obsession. Zodiac isn't just a murder mystery, it's a haunting exploration of obsession, paranoia, and the human need for answers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Storyteller Pro. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a breakdown of cinema's darkest and most thrilling stories. Now let's begin. The film opens on July 4th, 1969, with what seems like a sweet summer night. A young couple, Darlene Ferrin and Mike Mageau, park on a quiet lover's lane in Vallejo, California. The soft hum of the radio sets the mood, but the night turns sinister when a car approaches and parks behind them. Moments later, a man steps out and approaches their car, armed with a flashlight and a gun. Without warning, the man opens fire, leaving Mike badly wounded and Darlene dead. The scene is harrowing, the brutality unnerving, but what's even more chilling is what comes next. A phone call to the police. The caller calmly confesses to the murders, providing details only the killer could know. He ends the call with a sinister declaration. "I also killed those kids last year." This is how the Zodiac Killer introduces himself, a shadowy figure who craves attention and thrives on chaos. Weeks later, newspapers across San Francisco receive cryptic letters from the Zodiac. The letters are chilling in their tone, bold, mocking, and filled with details of the murders. Each one includes a cipher, a coded message the killer dares the public to solve. The Zodiac taunts the police, calling them inept, and promises to kill again if his letters aren't published. One cipher is decoded by a suburban couple. The message is horrifying. "I like killing people because it is so much fun." The film masterfully captures the tension and terror that gripped the Bay Area. Parents kept their children inside. Fear spread like wildfire. The Zodiac had made himself a household name, and he wasn't done yet. Enter Robert Graysmith, a shy and awkward cartoonist for the San Francisco Chronicle. Played by Jake Gyllenhaal, Graysmith becomes fascinated, no, obsessed with the Zodiac case. At first, his interest is harmless curiosity, but as the killer continues to strike, leaving behind more cryptic letters and ciphers, Graysmith finds himself drawn deeper into the mystery. Meanwhile, journalist Paul Avery, played by Robert Downey Jr., becomes the Zodiac's next target. Avery is a seasoned reporter, cocky and brash, but the Zodiac's threats begin to unravel him. A letter addressed specifically to Avery warns, "You are next." Fincher's direction brings a palpable sense of dread as Avery's confident facade crumbles under the weight of fear. On the law enforcement side, Inspector Dave Toschi, Mark Ruffalo, and his partner Bill Armstrong lead the investigation. Toschi is methodical and relentless, but the Zodiac proves elusive. Each new clue leads to more questions, and each new suspect turns into a dead end. Before we continue, if this breakdown is keeping you on the edge of your seat, make sure to like this video. Your support helps us bring more of cinema's most chilling stories to light. Now let's delve further into the terrifying spiral of Zodiac. The Zodiac's next attack happens during the day, in broad daylight. A young couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, are picnicking by Lake Berryessa. A man wearing a hooded costume with a Zodiac symbol approaches them, holding a gun. What follows is pure horror. He ties them up, carves his symbol into Brian's shirt, and stabs them repeatedly. He then calls the police, confessing once again. Cecilia dies and Brian survives, but the Zodiac's brutality escalates. The police are left scrambling for clues, chasing a ghost who seems to revel in his anonymity. As the years pass, Graysmith's obsession with the Zodiac consumes him. His marriage falls apart, his health deteriorates, and his life becomes consumed by notebooks filled with clues, theories, and dead ends. Toski, too, begins to feel the weight of the case as the leads grow colder and colder. But Graysmith won't let go. He becomes convinced that a man named Arthur Lee Allen is the Zodiac. The evidence is compelling. Allen owned a Zodiac watch, he was in the area during the murders, and he had a history of violence. But nothing sticks. No hard evidence ties him to the crimes. Fincher's meticulous direction mirrors Graysmith's unraveling. Every frame is packed with tension, every clue pulling you deeper into the web of uncertainty. The film's final act leaves you with a sense of unease that lingers long after the credits roll. Years later, Graysmith tracks down one of the Zodiac's surviving victims, Mike Mago. In a chilling moment, Mike looks at a photo of Arthur Lee Allen and says, "That's him. That's the man who shot me." But even this isn't enough for a conviction. The Zodiac's identity remains a mystery to this day. The case, officially unsolved, is a haunting reminder of the power of fear and the human need for closure. As the screen fades to black, the words "The Zodiac Case Remains Unsolved" appear. It's a chilling reminder that some horrors never end. The Zodiac didn't just kill people, he killed their peace of mind. He turned the Bay Area into his playground of fear, and his shadow looms over the world even now. And that wraps up our breakdown of Zodiac, a film that's as much about the killer as it is about the people whose lives he destroyed. What would you have done if you were in Graysmith's shoes? Would you have let the obsession consume you, or walked away from the puzzle that had no solution? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for more deep dives into cinema's darkest tales. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.